past century, as a society, we have witnessed revolutionary changes in technology. We have also witnessed an evolution in printers, from typewriters to multi-purpose wireless printers, scanners, and copiers. This brings us to what is known as additive manufacturing, also known as 3D printing.
And now our friend from the Tech Center, Joe.
Hi, my name is Joseph Williams, and I am a manager for systems and operations for academic computer services here at Temple University. The printer that we have here is called the MakerBot Replicator 2X. It's made by a company called MakerBot Industries. They're located in Brooklyn. What I'm going to do is just give you an idea of how this thing prints and the software that we use here at the Tech Center to facilitate the printing. Here's an example of a prototype that was printed on this very 3D printer here. It's an owl that was downloaded off of an internet website. The website is called the Thingiverse, www.thingiverse.com. There are two different types of plastics, or commonly used plastics, which would be ABS or PLA plastic. This specific MakerBot 3D printer uses ABS plastic.
There are many different types of 3D printing, from stereolithography, fuel deposition modeling, to laminated object manufacturing. Of course, with each type, there's different drawbacks and benefits. Stereolithography is the Mercedes-Benz of 3D printing. It produces solid pieces of prototypes and other materials. When it produces them, it's fast and they're sturdy. So that is why it is the most expensive. When you come to laminated 3D manufacturing, the products are produced much slower but it's much cheaper. So with each type, there's different benefits and drawbacks. So as a company, they can evaluate each type of 3D printing and decide which is best for each company.
The software that we have here at the Tech Center for people to use to sort of put together their prototypes is Rhino, AutoCAD, Google SketchUp, another 3D software called SolidWorks. No matter what, a student can put together any type of 3D model using any piece of software, as long as the format that's submitted for printing is a commonly known format, .stl, which is a commonly used 3D printing format, also a .obj format, and another one called .thing.
An STL file is a triangular representation of a 3D object, and in this file, the surface of an object are parted into a logical series of triangles. This file is a complete listing for the coordinates of the vertices and normal for the triangles that characterize that 3D object.
So the way this machine works is that it takes the filament, or in this case the ABS plastic, and it melts it down. But the way it melts it down is that it has to be fed through a series of gears, exposed to some high heat, at which point this plastic is melted and funneled through an extruder and then squeezed through a nozzle down at the bottom of this entire print head element.
In the field of medicine, doctors have been able to take regular inkjet printers and inject them with skin cells, and they can literally print out skin onto burn patients and other people who might need skin grafts. And 3D printing also has a huge impact in the automobile industry, and Ford Motors, for example, has been able to save costs by printing prototype parts for different vehicles they might use in the future. And in the military, people can print out spare parts for things like GPSs or like ammunition for soldiers in the battlefield, so it takes less time to ship equipment from overseas.
Many different aspects of the world are going to change with the advent of 3D printing. One area to focus on specifically would be the economy of the entire world. In the fields of manufacturing, companies are finding it more cost-effective to go about just printing products at their own factories instead of outsourcing for these needs, making corporations more autonomous. Essentially, what 3D printing will do for nations and economies as a whole will endow a sense of autonomy for each individual sector of the market in which manufactured goods will be needed.